What does that say? Kyle, what does that say?
The Imperial denies or something.
Kyle, hold it up. What does that say? I
It
didn't see it.
says the Imperial fleet denies your virginity.
I'm gonna fucking. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about?
Hey, look, we're live. I didn't even notice.
Guys, we're alive.
Yeah, we are live. I wanted to catch you
I
on.
thought it was live.
We're all just wearing it.
denies your virginity.
Are you gonna start or you gonna?
All right. So this is going to be the third episode because we failed in our Batman vs Superman review last night. It's not even the right franchise's theme song that you're playing. Turn it off. Jesus.
What?
Why can't you do it when we do Star Wars? Why can't you do that when we do Star Wars? Why not?
Did
Why?
you hear that?
In fact, he played a Superman theme when we were talking about Star Wars.
What the fuck? What the fuck kind of logic is that?
Because of Superman versus Batman.
But we were talking about Star Wars.
What the fuck?
Can you hear my music?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear it clearly over anyone else talking in this fucking video chat.
It's very loud.
Impressive.
Impressive.
Uh,
You're not Jedi yet.
What the fuck? By the way, I saw you on the video last night, Helmet. You were trying to eat the fucking screen. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, you were doing that a lot. What the Alright. Alright, so this is going to be Batman vs. Superman trailer review. We're actually going to do it this time. Let me just see if we can fast forward the points we touched on last night and just get to the new shit. So we do see the statue of Superman, false god. He's got his own little army going on, or that's what it looks like. We hear a whole bunch of voiceovers of some people accepting him as a savior, and some people, like praying to him, and some people who fucking don't want anything to do with him. They want him to leave the planet. So we hear Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. Maybe he might be a religious fanatic. Similar to Stryker from the X-Men franchise, but they didn't use the religious fanaticism thing gimmick for the fucking movies. But whatever. So. After that, we have what was after that in the trailer? It was fucking he was bringing down the rocket that came down, and
That thing went to Ben Affleck after that.
yeah, it went to Ben Affleck. We have Oscar winner Jeremy Irons as Alfred talking to Ben Affleck, talking about how he's a cruel man and how what the fuck is that?
Batman. Sorry, you go on.
Adam was on a roll, and you just derailed him.
You are such a cocksucker. Do you understand that?
Horrible people review.
Horrible people.
It's a horrible review by people. That's what it is. That's what this fucking point of this thing is. Is that the Iron Giant? What the fuck is that?
What are you talking about?
How about there's no music and we all just talk about the fucking content? Can we do that?
Guys, my eyes are like sparkling.
Yes, because they're moist. There's a reflection coming off of them. Of course they're going to look sparkly.
It looks so adorable.
Any other songs you want to put in there? No? No? Oh, you want to do the review? Review the podcast now? All right, great. So, where the fuck was I? Helmet, help me out for the love of Christ, please.
You were talking about Jeremy Irons. Kyle, you're the reason we can't get anything done.
Oh, come on, this song doesn't bring you tears.
Of course it does.
Gideon wouldn't understand what this song is
Can we
because
do a review on The Hobbit?
Gideon hasn't seen the Lord of the fucking Rings because Gideon's a scumbag.
Could we do a review on The Hobbit?
Gideon hates on the Lord of the Rings and yet he hasn't seen it.
Oh, Jasmine.
Yeah, he's our Jasmine. He fucking hates on shit he hasn't seen.
Hey, viewers, Jasmine is a girl who loves things or hates things, but has no idea about anything about them.
And I just troll when I do that.
Like, For instance, Hillary Clinton or Lana Del Rey.
What does it have to do with Batman vs Superman?
Let's get back onto this so we can do the goddamn
Probably
Star
hates it for no
trailer.
reason.
So then Kyle can flood us with Batman music during the fucking Star Wars fucking trailer.
I'm gonna start playing Pokemon music then.
Why do you give him this? Don't get him started. All right, so
No
basically,
more-
we see the bat suit. The bat suit seems really like
Dark Knight Returns, Batsuit.
yeah, it's like I like the material. It's not armor like the realistic Nolanized armor, like the army armor. It's just more like the classic comic book fucking armor that he's wearing. The cowl, like none of it looks actual really practical in a way. It just
Like
looks
super duct tape.
like it just seems like this is the comic book universe finally coming to the screen. It's amazing. We have the short ears. Ben Affleck looks like he ate like fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger, or he ate Lou Ferrigno. He looks like a fucking giant hulking being. Like, yeah. And no, go ahead.
I was gonna say he's gonna do the O2 Brock Lesnar thing, which is jumping in place.
He still does that.
Yeah, but I'm saying Ben Affleck's gonna do it as Batman.
Thank you for that.
I think Ben Affleck is a terrible actor.
Oh god. Hey, why was he climbing that scaffolding like into that like little tower? What was he looking at?
Oh, he was holding a sniper rifle.
What? Did
Yeah.
Missed that?
Batman was using a sniper rifle. Yeah.
I saw the trailer like 9 times.
Yeah, when he's on the tower, he's holding a sniper rifle. That's what he's doing. He had that in the Dark Knight Returns comic book.
Oh, I remember. I'm just saying. Holy shit.
What's the ammo?
I remember when Zack
He's not
Snyder.
killing anyone. He's using it to grapple or just take someone out, but not to kill them.
I remember when Zack Snyder was saying this isn't at all like the Dark Knight Returns. It just has Batman versus Superman at one point.
Well, he was saying that like we're not doing an exact adaptation. We're doing, it's influenced. Like basically, he was saying, look, guys, it's not an exact adaptation. This is different, but we're taking a lot from that.
So like
The official picture of the wait, I'm sorry, Gideon. What the fuck are you saying? What?
like how the Dark Knight has the long Halloween and the Killing Joke in it.
I mean, but those are barely in there. Like, I actually didn't even understand why they had him. I guess for the Joker, they had him, but like the story themselves had nothing to do with the fucking, like it was actually, yeah. They took more from the 1940s first appearance of the Joker than they fucking, than the long haul.
This story is gonna be more like the Dark Knight Returns.
This one's gonna be a lot more like the Dark Knight Returns. And the official picture of the Joker that they released, the blurry one, it looks like he's wearing that white suit that the Joker wore in the Dark Knight Returns. Is awesome. Yeah, and I hope that the Joker, like, I like that picture that they had. I don't want him to have the automatic lips. I want him to put lipstick on and like put it on his face. So, oh my God! All right. So the next thing we see Ben. Oh, we see the fucking the Batwing flying over and blowing shit up, and then we also I'm trying to do this by memory because this is obviously a professionally done podcast where we have every notes and shit. No, we don't. We have no notes. But
Where's that blank? A professionally done podcast. Oh, my bad, guys. My bad.
Did Adam freeze again?
Yeah, he did.
I'm gonna call him before he starts ranting for 5 minutes. This one we're gonna have to delete.
He already is. That's a great picture.
It looks like the Joker.
Is it like this?
You fucking froze again. You're doing a Joker smile.
I can't even.
Oh, you're back now.
I'm back. Am I back in there?
You are.
Yeah, you're back and better than ever.
You are
Thank
better.
you, Bischoff. Thank you. All right, listen. If I go down, Hellman, you are to finish the fucking review with Kyle and Gideon.
Understood.
All right.
Most professional podcast of all time.
It is. It's a definitely prefer. All right. So what the fuck else do we have in this? We had fucking what else?
What?
He's dead. He's gone.
Fuck.
All right, guys. What else did we have?
The confrontation between Batman and Superman.
Are they really gonna Dark Knight Returns it, and is it gonna end that way? Because Batman kind of wins.
So does that mean that, like,
So you have two superheroes, all right, that both cities where they're from don't like and want to go to jail.
Well, in the original Dark Knight Returns, Batman kind of gets all militaristic, and for some reason, the President of the United States doesn't really like that, and Superman, after accidentally nuking himself, basically, is kind of called in to sort of finalize the whole rioting and the rise of, like organized gangs, which Batman has kind of been, like, getting more violent and more, like, crazed over, essentially. The thing is, the story doesn't focus on Batman versus Superman. It focuses on old Batman who's kind of retired, putting the mask and cowl back on, and going to an extreme level to actually finalize what was basically like a good Gotham, just gone bad. And at the very end of The Dark Knight Returns, spoiler alert for people, the confrontation is really more like, hey, I'm here to stop you, Batman, because you've gone a little too far with the way that you're doing things. And with the help of Oliver Queen, Batman basically...
That's Green Arrow, right?
Yeah. Batman basically sets everything up perfectly in order to give him that slight edge to take out Superman. And the great thing about the book is that it knows that Superman can tear Batman into shreds. That's not a problem. But you add the fact that he was accidentally nuked basically by throwing a nuke into the atmosphere, and it almost killed him, and he's still kind of weakened from it. You add in the fact that Batman had to stockpile all sorts of freaking kryptonite and stuff, and Oliver Queen had to be a very important, thing that had to do with the actual fight. All laid pieces together made Superman weak enough where Batman could have had his famous monologue, and there you go.
Do you think... Wait, Adam's calling. You're interrupting the Horrible People review.
Once again.
Yeah. I'm going to put Adam on speaker.
What are you talking about?
We're talking about the end when they have a confrontation, then Hellman was explaining The Dark Knight Returns.
So basically, after all that gets down, Batman in itself, after kind of finalizing the whole, the gangs are done and everything, and I've kind of united Gotham itself, but it's still kind of anarchy, him and Oliver Queen are like, you know what, fuck this, we can take out Superman. So, thanks to the help of, like I said, accidental nuking, weakened Superman and kryptonite arrows, Batman's freaking, battle armor, he was able to finally get that slight astronomical edge over Superman to be able to technically defeat him. It doesn't really matter though, because it was more of like a symbolic victory than anything else. Batman essentially pulls a Dark Knight Rises, and dies.
Yeah.
But it's buried and everything, and everyone's like, oh, okay, Batman's dead, whatever. But freaking Clark Kent knows that Batman's still alive, and they're kind of still friendly about it. And so instead, Batman goes underground and literally rebuilds everything into an army of Batman.
Yeah, that's basically how it goes in the comic book.
What I was going to say is, in the comics, Green Arrow helps him beat Superman. Do you think he's going to get one of the other Justice League members to help him beat Superman in this movie?
Or like Cyborg?
Cyborg or Wonder Woman or whoever?
Yeah, I kind of doubt that they'll use the Green Arrow to the extent that they used them in The Dark Knight Returns.
Because isn't he on the TV show?
What?
Doesn't Green Arrow have his own TV show?
Yeah, but they're not fusing the universes. They're not like the Marvel Cinematic. They're not doing that.
Yeah, I feel that instead they'll move around the story and have that role kind of given to another Justice League character.
Cyborg seems plausible because he's not hyper super powered.
Right. If it were Wonder Woman,
what's Wonder Woman's role going to be in this movie?
Well, she's in it for a significant. I wouldn't say a significant portion, but big enough that they made a big deal about her.
And isn't Aquaman in it too? Jason Momoa, Khal Drogo.
I don't think he's in this one.
Well, I think it's just Jason Momoa. I don't think Khal Drogo is actually his real name.
It was a.
I believe he is in fact Khal Drogo. Or
He was
Goro
a
from Mortal Kombat.
Wolf. The guy from Wolves.
That's why I am the horrible person that leads this fucking podcast.
Adam, Jason Momoa is the guy from Wolves, the David Hayter movie.
Are you eating corn? Why aren't you participating? Fuck it. All right. Is that we touch on everything? Tell me, do you bleed? You will, because Batman's now fuck some shit up, dog.
Well, I mean, my biggest.
What the fuck was that? What is this like? I need to stop watching The Wire.
My biggest concern is how they actually end up getting to that point. Is the whole movie going to be a setup for the fight, or is it going to have a Dark Knight Return-esque sort of like lead up to it? That's kind of like an epilogue rather than an actual finale. Because the end of the story of the Dark Knight Returns is when he basically unites the gangs and turns them into like essentially mercenary army.
But yeah,
an army of Batmen.
Right.
This movie is called Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. So I think at the end that we're going to have some semblance of the Justice League forming.
I think what's going to happen is that they're going to fight and they're going to fuck shit up, but then they're going to realize Lex Luthor is the one that we have to fucking worry about.
Right. So they're going to fight maybe midway through or a little before that?
Damn it, I keep forgetting about Lex Luthor.
Yeah, he's honestly, he's the,
Not Bryan Cranston.
What the fuck are you talking about, Gideon? For the love of Christ.
Why is it that DC has so many failed movies that they're trying to compete with Marvel now and try to make an Avengers Justice League? And they can't successfully make movies with just the normal fucking superheroes to begin with.
They have.
For two reasons, actually. One, because it's printing money. It's billions of dollars. And two, the Justice League existed before the Avengers, you cocksucker.
And is better.
Yeah, but with Marvel, they built up all these movies to the Avengers. And all those movies are integrated with the same characters, so it all makes sense.
I don't think DC. I think DC is going the wrong way. I think they should have started with the Justice League movie. That would have been the smart thing, to start with the Justice League movie and then break off into different things.
But the opposite of Marvel.
Yeah, well, I mean, I like what they're doing now because this isn't Man of Steel 2 anymore. This is Batman versus Superman, and they're gonna set up for the Justice League. And besides, here's the thing, Kyle. Whether you like it or not, Batman and Superman are the superheroes. They're the most popular superheroes ever. So even if this movie is utter shit, it's going to probably break $1 billion. And if it's really good, if it's fucking not even just a good movie, a phenomenal, like even near the Dark Knight level, it might break $2 billion. Like this is other than the Avengers, everybody like wants to see Batman vs Superman. My mother is 67. I showed her the trailer a few days ago, and I told her this is Batman vs Superman. And she's like, "No, you're lying. Like, that just can't happen." Like like my mother is 7 years older than fucking Batman.
That's crazy. That's like Godzilla versus Superman.
And then Justice League might be even bigger.
Yeah, well, it might. I mean, who knows? But that's how that's.
When are these fucking people gonna get the fact that although their movies are making them money, that they're destroying hard work in their history?
Man of Steel was the reboot of the new DC universe.
They're rebooting everything so fast, so much. Why even bother making the movie if you already think you're going to reboot it because it sucked or didn't make the money you wanted to? Why not wait and invest in the money to make one really badass movie?
The only real movie that was actually like that was Green Lantern.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like Warner Brothers, no studio wants to make a mediocre movie. Like you don't know you're making a bad movie till it's like Man of Steel had flaws. Like even I love Man of Steel. I felt a little exhausted by the end of it. I think had they cut out certain parts of that final fight scene and added just a little bit, I would have liked if Superman would have used his super sonic hearing to actually hear everyone screaming and dying inside the building. He actually realizes these people are dying because of us. And that would have been really great. It would have added weight to it of him going, holy shit, there's a shitload of people dying. Instead of, Lawrence Fishburne, I love Lawrence Fishburne, but his arc with Stamper and fucking the other chick who was trapped under the building.
Damper.
You haven't seen Man of Steel?
I have, but I saw that before I saw House of Cards. So I wouldn't recognize him.
No, yeah, it's Stamper.
The thing is, though, he's an amateur Superman at that time, so he doesn't like understand everything he can do.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's like a fucking little kid with like fucking powers. He doesn't understand what the fuck he's doing.
And I think now after this, like during this movie and after it, he'll get to wait more.
Yeah. Quick note before we end here. Quick note. Did you guys see that Tom Hardy wants to be the Punisher? He actually has interest in being the Punisher.
Oh, so they're gonna do another Punisher movie for the third time because the other two sucked ass?
No, they're probably gonna do a TV show like Daredevil.
Yeah. Oh, you wouldn't know, Kyle, because you haven't seen fucking Daredevil, have you?
No, but Adam, what I was gonna say was, even though Man of Steel wasn't perfect, it was still a good start for the new universe.
I liked it. I really liked it. Some people fucking hated it. I fucking loved it. I'm like, yeah, it's the shit.
People are so uppity about Superman killing.
Yeah. I am a huge fan of Man of Steel. I loved it.
Like,
For those people out there who might be watching this, you might like Iron Man 3. Fuck you.
Iron Man 3, no joke, they actually announced it fucking on CNN. They use it to interrogate people in Guantanamo Bay. It's a torture device. It's fucking awful. It is a horrible experience.
See, Kyle, Marvel makes bad movies too.
I fucking hate Iron Man 3. Oh my god.
It's such a fucking...
But Marvel's movies...
No, in respect to...
are like, stagnant.
No,
changing shit that shit pisses people off so much. Then they have to reboot something that was made like 3-4 years ago. Like really, I don't agree with it.
Yeah, but a lot of the casual movie audience doesn't know that it's rebooted. Like, I remember this guy at my job at like
They shouldn't be going after these young audiences. These young audiences didn't grow up with these superheroes. We did. Our generation did.
Everybody grew up.
Our parents' generation did.
Yeah, but like remember, like they want to apply it to anybody who like people are going to go see Batman versus Superman just because it's Batman versus Superman.
Those two words.
It does not mean that the movie's going to be good though.
No,
people may go and watch the movie and spend money to watch it, but it does not mean that after they watch it that they're gonna be like, "Ooh, I hope a second one comes out."
I know, but look at the Hobbit trilogy. It's not anywhere near as good as the Lord of the Rings. Fuck you, Gideon. But it's passable. I mean, I haven't seen the third one, although I hear that the hero of the story dies in the beginning of the third movie. But yeah.
They have budget problems in The Hobbit versus when they had Lord of the Rings.
He's not at all the hero of the story. He's a giant fire-breathing dragon who wants to kill people.
It was on TV today.
Lord of the Rings had a literally almost disposable budget to make those movies. The Hobbit did not.
New Zealand was like, take that money. Take it.
That's insane if you really think about, like, Peter Jackson's a badass in my book. Like, this is uncharted territory, filming 3 films back-to-back of a massive franchise. Like, that's pretty fucking insane. You didn't know anything about it because you haven't
actually go to the set.
And then the third movie ties for most Academy Awards of all time.
Yeah, tied with Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, of course.
This is totally off subject.
Yeah, all right, fuck it. Let's end the podcast here.
Yeah, if you go to New Zealand, all the sets for Lord of the Rings are still there. You go on tours of them.
I want to go.
Well,
New Zealand's one of the most expensive countries to go to.
Probably end the podcast here, and I think we'll have enough time to do a 20-minute quick run through because the trailer for Star Wars is only like a minute and a fucking half. So we'll do Star Wars, and Helmy can go to. Oh fuck, yeah, I see. I did 3:12. I know. Let's just get this done. I'm stopping the broadcast. It's automatically uploaded to YouTube.
America, stay classy.